show. I'm excited, you guys. We are in a new year. This is exciting. I'm making some incredible veggie spring rolls. I got my rice paper right here. I'm pumped up about this. This is going to be really fun. And this is great. We're live right now. I think we're live. We're ready. This is it. We're rolling. Okay. All right. So let's go, you guys. Let's talk about everything. So I just wanted to say before we get started, okay, that check out my newsletter when you get a chance. All right. And the link is there. Check out my newsletter. The link's not there, but you go to medicalmedium.com. You can check out my newsletter. Get on there because I'm doing the Medical Medium Morning Cleanse. That's coming up pretty soon. So you want to be ready for that. Anybody who doesn't know who I am, #1 New York Times best-selling author of the Medical Medium book series, the most popular book series in the medical world, going on almost 7 years. Actually, probably 7 years now. So, not only #1 New York Times best-selling author, but chronic illness expert. More people healing around the world, lives changing like no one's ever seen in history. So it's really exciting. So we got the book right here. Check out the link to the book. I just wanted to show you this book. I know that we get into the new year. A lot of people aren't feeling good. A lot of people got a lot of things going on, and then we know about colds going around and everything else, and everybody's dealing with things. So it's a great book to have, a great book to have on hand. But the cleanses are coming up, and there's protocols in here for all kinds of stuff, people being sick and everything, but the cleanses are coming up, which is really exciting. So I just want to let you know you can check it out, my newsletter. So my newsletter, sign up to it so you can be forewarned. When's the cleanse coming? What's going on? So good to see you guys. Great to have you here. We're making these killer rolls, which I'm pumped up about. I got the wok on hot right now. So this is the wok I'm using right here, which is really great. I love this one. You can check it out. You can, the link to the wok is there too if you want to take a look at it. Happy New Year's to you guys too. I'm seeing your comments. We're going to read some comments. I'm going to start out chopping up some stuff. So let's do that, okay? So we got a red cabbage. All right. It's good to see you guys coming on. So I'm going to chop up some cabbage here. I got a nice green cabbage right there. And let's get some cutting action going here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shred it really well. So I don't want it thick. I don't want thick pieces. So I'm shredding it. You see that right there? This is going in the pan. So I'm making two kinds of spring rolls, right? I'm making a cooked spring roll that we're going to put in the air fryer, which is so cool. I can't wait to show you how this works with the air fryer. So I always air fry. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I air fry all the time. And because you can do it for family, you can do it for friends, you can when you have people coming over. When you air fry stuff for people, they're just like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Why is this so good? Everybody's just, they're amazed by the flavor and stuff. You can do anything. You can throw steamed potatoes in the air fryer. You can make French fries. You can make French fries all day long. You can do so much with the air fryer. So what we're going to do is we're going to make these spring rolls in the air fryer. So I'm excited about that. I mean, you can do a lot inside the air fryer, but so I'm just shaving some cabbage down. So I just want it thin. Because remember, these are going in spring rolls. And if you guys ever did spring rolls before, if you have, you want everything somewhat thin. You don't want thick, big pieces. So this is great. So I'm going to get some of this in the pan right now. Let me just give this a nice chop. Get it right on there. I'm taking these bigger pieces away. I think I'm going to put more cabbage because it breaks down. So when you're cooking this, that cabbage breaks down pretty good, pretty fast. Shaving this like this. There we go. I think I'm going to put a whole cabbage in here. That's what we're doing. We're going to put a whole cabbage in this pan. Chop it up a little bit. Happy New Year to you guys too. Happy you're here. So this recipe is phenomenal. Like, it's a mind blower. When you use the sauces that I'm gonna make, it's incredible, really. And it's so healthy. That's what's unbelievable. When you use the air fryer and you're putting these rolls in there, like, look out. I'm gonna do a raw set of rolls too. How about that? We'll do some raw ones as well, so that's gonna be great. All right, let's get our cabbage in here. Put this over here. I'm gonna shave down some carrots as well. So I'm gonna do that. Little Juliana right here. So we're gonna shave these down in these like little perfect pieces. See, it's like strings right there. They'll cook quicker too, and that's what you want. You want them to be able to cook quicker. Get these in here too. Right in the pan. Get another carrot going here. You can make big batches of this. So if you know, if you're cooking for your family, cooking for your friends, guests coming over, you can make 30, 40, 50 rolls, have a big plate of them right in the middle of the table. Different kinds, you can be creative, and you can do it the way you want to do it, right? You don't have to do it the way I do it. You can do it the way you want to do it. There's no question. I mean, there's no doubt about that. That goes in the pan. Okay, I'm gonna move these out of the way. So I'm gonna pop some mushrooms in there as well. I know that some people don't like mushrooms. Some people do. I got some nice shiitakes right here. So I'm gonna pop some shiitakes in there too. Look at that. You guys are gonna love this dish. I promise. You're just gonna love it. It's so good. So the thing is with mushrooms is, if you don't want to use a lot of them in here, because mushrooms tend to get soupy, right? They tend to get so much moisture coming out of them. Then you can have some very moist, dripping wet spring rolls. You don't want that. So I only put roughly around 1 pack of these shiitakes in here, right? Just getting them in. I'm gonna move this around a little bit. You guys could check out this wok. There's a link there. I really love it. I use it when I'm doing like the spring rolls and stuff. So, cutting some mushrooms down. A couple more. There we go. If you put too many mushrooms in there, that moisture will make it very, very wet. And then when you're doing the filling inside your spring roll, they're just gonna fall apart. So I'm doing 1 pack of mushrooms right there. All right, so let's do a couple other things too. Let's get some broccoli going. How about that? So I showed you guys with the broccoli. If I see some rotten spots in the broccoli, I mean, you can get brand new, fresh broccoli. It just arrived at the market, right? And you'll have these little spots, these brown spots in there. That's fermented right there. Changes the flavor. And if you want someone to enjoy broccoli, you just have to look for stuff like that, because it matters. One bad piece of broccoli, and then you got an unhappy person. I'm cutting the back of this right here. I'm cutting this right back. Getting rid of that. That dried out section right on the end. Okay. And now I'm cutting these off like this. I don't want to shred this, but yet it's got to be smaller because of what we're doing with it, how we're applying it. I'm going to cut these florets off. Okay. I'm also going to use parts of this too, so I'll show you in a second here. Just going to move this around. Not quite breaking down yet, but it's getting there. Cutting little pieces. Don't want big giant pieces because you're not going to be able to fit them into that roll. So you want to kind of break them up a little bit. There we go. I don't know if you guys use air fryers. It's great because you can fry without oil. And that's the key. You want to be able to fry without oil. Because that's where you get in trouble. When you're frying with oil, that's where the trouble's at, right there. Hit the follow button if you guys are watching this. Okay? This is a simple, healthy recipe. And Happy New Year to anybody coming on. Let's get these pieces in here. How many of you guys used a wok before? That's what I wanted to ask you. You can use a pan. You can use just a regular pan too. But I like this because it's got the deep thing going here. It's like deep. It's a pan that's really deep. And the heat gets centered on the bottom really good. And the heat kind of comes up and distributes just right. That's what I love about this when you're doing this kind of meal. Give you a little close-up on this. See if you guys can see this. There you go. Got the carrots in there. You got the green cabbage. Look at that. So good. Let's get an onion in there. Let's do that. And let's see if this onion gets me in trouble and then I'm crying over here. Guys, does it look good? Healthy meals are important, right? We've eaten a lot of bad meals in our lives. Okay? So we've eaten a lot of bad meals. So healthy meals are important because you got to make up for the bad meals, right? We only get so many meals in our life, in a lifetime. It's not a lot when you think about it. The average person's lifespan, how many meals are you eating throughout a lifetime? So it really matters if we can get some healthier options, if we can some healthier meals inside of us when you think about that, right? Okay, let's just pretend someone's eating 3 meals a day. Let's time that 3 meals a day. Times that by a week, times that by a month, times that by a year. Do an average of lifespan. Sure, everybody wants to live to be 150 years old, but let's do the average lifespan. Let's see how many meals we're doing. And it's like, whoa, how many of those meals were donuts and cakes and cookies and all of that? I sliced this thin, is what I did. It's going in the pan. How many of those meals weren't good? How many of the meals were fried? Yeah, you had fun eating them. But we pay the price down the road if we're not trying to correct stuff, right? If we're not trying to correct stuff, we pay that price down the road. So what I'm doing is trying to get real thin slices. This is going inside the spring rolls. You don't want thick onions because then you're going to have this big piece of thick onion. It's going to be like, how's this going to fit in here? And then nothing else is going to be able to fit in there. There we go. Let's get these in the pan. Looking good, you guys. So I like looking at it this way. Any healthy meal I can get in me, right? Anybody I talk to, it's like, how many healthy meals have you eaten last month? I don't know. Had ice cream, macaroni and cheese. I had pizza 4 times. That's what you'll hear, right? I had pizza 4 times, had a couple of burgers, had some fries with oil on them. Ate a dozen eggs that month. It's like, but where is all the real good stuff? The medicinal food, where is that? Okay, can you use any type of mushroom? I just saw that question right there. Tricia? Yes, you can use any type of mushroom. You can. Any type of mushroom is fine. Shiitakes, portobellos, baby portobellos, right? Button mushrooms. If all you have is some button mushrooms, use that. If that's all you have. That's fine. Snow peas would be great. Sandy, right on. Throw some snow peas in here. Whoa. I agree 100% on that. How do you clean mushrooms? You should watch the other Amazon lives. I think I did some mushroom cleaning or talked about cleaning mushrooms on one of the earlier Amazon lives. You should watch all my recent episodes before this. I cover a lot of tips. I talked about mushrooms. I think in great detail too. So many people have health. Trisha Hall says so many young people have health problems. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the meals matter. They matter. They really do. Got to get as many healthy meals as you possibly can in. That's important. So what I'm doing is I'm cooking this down. It's just about ready. Giving it just a little bit more time, and then we're going to make these rolls. So I got this brown rice package. So what I like to do is I use the brown rice one when I'm putting it in the air fryer. So check that out, right, you guys? And you'll see the link there. So this is the brown rice ones right there. I use these when they're going in the air fryer. There's something about them that looks so good. It just, when they're getting crispy in there, this is going to be insane. And I'm going to have some cool stuff to eat today, which is really cool. It's really great. Just want to get this broccoli cooked down a little bit more. And we're just about ready. Nice. So I'm going to show you the process of how to do this. And I could use one right now a certain way. So what I take, you guys, is I take this pie dish, right? I'll show you up close. And then, look, I'll just throw one in here for now, even though I'm not going to be able to use it because it's going to get wet. So what I'm going to do is moisten that up, just like this, right? And you want to get it, you don't want to crack it in here. So, and then you get it out quick. So you want to get that out quick. You don't want to get this, you don't want this sitting there too long. The brown rice ones are really thick, so you actually can leave that in a little bit longer. But the white rice ones, they're thinner. But you can just also dip them in really quick, and that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to move this over here. I think I'm going to fill one right now while this is cooking. You don't want to do a lot. So let me show you here. See this? Look at that. You don't want to do a lot of it. That's where you get in trouble. You can push it too far. I got some black sesame seeds. Can I put a few of these on there? There you go, some black sesame seeds. Doesn't that look amazing? If you want, you can do some hot cayenne in there. You can do that option too. So before this gets too crazy, meaning like too moist, because it's been sitting for a while, I'm just going to do a quick roll up right here. There you go. And that one actually broke. You know what I've been doing lately too? I've been doubling up on the rice paper. That one actually broke. So there you go. So that's what it's supposed to look like right there. But we're going to change it up. Let me just make sure this is all set over here. All right, great. So I'm going to move this over right here for now, you guys. That one's kind of like been through a little too much. So I'm going to dip this in, get it a little moist. Right? Okay. That's all you need to do. Pop it on here like this. Get some filling in. Can you imagine what you can do? You can put anything in here. We can put ginger in here. We can do anything we want. Right? Some ginger in there. You don't want too much of the filling. So I was doing the black sesames. You can put a little salt in there too if you really want as well. Here's the salt right here. If you want a little touch of that. There's different things you can do. Right? So I'm going to fold this over. Let's see if we can do one right, you guys. There we go. That's it right there. I'm going to pop this on a plate. So we're going to go straight into the air fryer. So let me get these out. You guys can see this. That's the air fryer right there. So I'm going to put this right on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double the rice papers, is what I always usually do. But today, for some reason, I'm deciding to do one rice paper. But that's on there right there. Let's do another. Dipping it in the water. We're over here. I'm going to grab one more. Right? I'm going to lay that on top. So I have two of them right there. Get some filling going. Not too much though. Some more black sesame seeds. You can make these things taste insane. Like what you can do as far as what you can put in here and everything. So I'm just waiting for this to moisten up a little bit more. We'll get that one wrapped up. The air fryer right here is linked. This is the West Bend one. It's the best one I've ever used. So, I've used a lot of different air fryers. By far, it's my favorite. You guys might have your own air fryer. You know the one you like. Are used to using. Okay, so there we go. This one's 25% off as well, which is really awesome. So just made a spring roll right there. So let's do some more. So I'm showing you how I do this, right? I have a pie plate. I got the water in it. I'm doing 2 sheets. It's actually a good idea if you're going to air fry them too. If you're going to air fry them, doing 2 sheets is a good idea. Right? Just getting them moist. All right. There you go. Bring this over. Place them on your cutting board. overlap. You can, you know, overlap them if you want to, but I like to put them right on top of each other. That's the way I like to do it. So let's get some filling. That last one I did, I had a lot of filling in that one, by the way. And you got to keep in mind, you put more filling in there, then you're going to be like making a burrito. You don't want a burrito. You want these spring rolls is what you want. You don't want to do a burrito. That's a great price. Sharon says that's a great price for an air fryer. It's actually the best air fryer out there too. That's what's incredible. I mean, I love it. Love it. Everybody's like, what do you do? AW, what do you do? I mean, that's in my opinion, it's the best air fryer out there. Like, what do you do, AW? So I want to show you guys right here. So I got 3 coming together. That's just 1 rice paper. I'm doing these in 2 rice papers. And they're not burritos. They're the perfect size. You can make them smaller. You can make them a little bit wider if you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right? You don't have to make it perfect. Whatever works. And so I think those are coming together good though. All right, here we go. Got a rice paper down. Let's get some filling. Got that shiitake mushroom in there. Yeah, no, that air fryer is great. Having one is so fun. You can eat healthy. I mean, that's what it is. It helps you eat healthy. Incredible. You can make fries in, Elizabeth says you can make fries in the air fryer. Definitely. Know how I know that? Because that's what I do. Because I make fries in the air fryer. And that's what I do. I'm going to roll this up. Just waiting for it to kind of soften a little bit more. There we go. That's it, right there. Let's keep them rolling. Let's keep on going. Let's do it. Moisten it up here. I'll show you what I'm doing. There we go. They look gorgeous and delicious. Yeah. I've had them before. They're so good. You think you're eating something bad, right? But you're not. That's what's incredible about it. You're actually eating really, really good. There we go. I'm going to move this over here. So let's get some filling in. There we go. Pull it over. Right? So great. Look at that. That's a fantastic one. My tray's getting there, so I'm going to make a couple more. So you know how everybody's like, I'm starting a new challenge with my goals and my health. It's New Year's Day. Things got to start now. I got to take care of myself better. I want to drop a few pounds. Everybody's always freaking out, right? This is the time where you hear it. Yeah, I'm making my move to get myself healthier than ever before. I'm going to start exercising. Right? I'm going to start getting my life together. Right? So that's what everybody's saying at this time of year. So it's like, so what I say is I'm going to get the air fryer going. Oh my God, yes? Elizabeth says yeah. Is that what everybody's saying? See, what is nori? Well, we're doing rice wraps right now. Making a couple more. Let me show you how it's coming along, you guys. Let's take a look right here. I'm trying to fill this. So there you go. I'll show you how it's coming along. So there they are. They're going to go in that air fryer and they're going to toast up nice. And it's going to be so good. It's going to moisten some of these. So this is the brand I use. I use a couple of different brands. That's one of them right there. And you'll see the ones that I have linked are the what I feel is the ones that are great. Let that soften up. Did Anthony use water in the wok? I did not. So I didn't use water in there. You didn't need to. I got onion in there. When you put mushrooms in here, you don't need to play with water. I had the temp up high. I had the broccoli in there, right? The carrot mixture. Green cabbage. Any grain-free wrap recommendation? Yeah, definitely. I'll show you. Okay? I got a green cabbage over here. I'll show you how to do just one, right? We're going to do a raw one, or actually you can put it in the air fryer grain-free. It won't be a brown rice wrap. And you could easily do that. I'll show you how to do it. We'll do a cabbage leaf. It's a great question. It really is. Let's get some more of these done. Now remember, you guys, you can put ginger in this. You can put, I'm putting black sesame seeds, right? You can do ginger in there. You can do any spice you want. Wow, I mean, what you can do with this to get it to taste so good, right? There we go. Got another one done. Practice makes perfect. Right? Is that what everybody said? You do enough of these and you just start getting good at them. I haven't gotten good at them yet. I got a lot of practicing to do. You know, you guys? Right? Here we go. So let that soften up for a second here. We'll get some filling on there again. I just see a nice piece of mushroom right there. Nice big piece of shiitake mushroom right on the top right there, if you can see that. You don't want to fill them too much, like I said before, when you guys do them, because what's going to happen is you'll end up just, look, I did it. When I do them sometimes, I just think it's a burrito and I throw everything in, and all of a sudden it's out of control. I'll show you an example when you fill it too much. There's another one right there. It's great. I'm going to make one last one, and we're going to put this in the air fryer. And then I'll do a cabbage one. I'll do a brown rice-free cabbage one. That'll be fun. Guys, I couldn't wait to be here today. Couldn't wait to do this. I've been like waiting. Like, when's January 1st happening? Couldn't wait to see you guys. Missed you. You guys just came on here. Going to be doing the morning cleanse, medical meeting morning cleanse. It's coming up, so you got to look out, right? Get on my email list. Sign up to my newsletter. Get on my email list, right? So we can let you know, hey, the morning cleanse is coming up. Make sure you have a Cleanse to Heal book, which is an incredible book, right? So medicalmedium.com, so you can go and sign up for the newsletter. The book has all these different cleanses in it. A lot of people around the world know the book very well. It's saved a lot of lives. So we're going to be doing the Medical Medium Morning Cleanse Challenge coming up. It's the Morning Cleanse Challenge. That's going to be fun. It's coming up pretty soon, too. I don't know if it's in a week or so, but make sure you have the book. Even if you don't do that, it's good to have the book anyway, because it can give you so much direction to getting your life back on track. Like mind-blowing information. Got another one done right here. All right, so I'm going to pop these in. The thing is with the medical medium, I'll have you guys take a look. What do you think? I got room for one more. I got this one that got all tore up. I'll leave them right there. But I think that's good. I like the number 9. I think that's 9, right? 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. I like the number 9, so I landed on that. That's a good number for this. Right? So let me get this in the air fryer. So I'm turning the air fryer on, right? I'm going to put it to 400 and just let it run for a little while. Air fryer's on. I can make another batch of these, but what I'm going to do is do the raw one. This one I'm going to put over here. Thing about medical medium book series, the medical medium information, it's for really sick people. That's what it's always been for. And what happens is you got people that aren't that sick, and they can kind of have the luxury to exercise, live their life. Maybe they have a little rash, or maybe they get a little acne sometimes. Maybe they got a little digestive imbalance, and then they go to their doctors and their practitioners and all that, and they're keeping up. But then there's people who are sick, like really, really sick. Neurological problems, neurological conditions, all kinds of symptoms that are mystery. Even if there's a label for it, still all that. So all these people that are really sick, the medical medium information is for the chronically ill, people who are really sick, people who are like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm actually sick now, and I'm not functioning the way I need to at my best level and all that. So this is in the air fryer. This is cranking right now. Let's do a cabbage one. So I wanted to show you this option right here, okay? The cabbage ones, you want to steam down the leaf, right? That's what you want to do. So you want to use the leaf of the cabbage, right? The key is not breaking it, which you're going to break them. They're easy to break, but I'll show you, okay? So if you want, you can use a collard green. You don't have to just use a cabbage leaf too. You can use a collard green. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm trying to carefully peel back this leaf without it just breaking completely or fracturing. But that's okay too. Even if it's cracked, you can still use it. Right? I think this one's really stuck on, so there we go. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, that one's on there good. Okay, back here a little bit. That might be part of it. So let's try to get these off. Collard greens are the best, right? You can put those in the air fryer. The cabbage leaf you can put in the air fryer, because that's the whole point. You still can put it in the air fryer. That might be the trickiest cabbage leaf I've had in a long time that was stuck. It's the way it was grown. There we go, okay? So this is a cabbage leaf option right there. So what you want to do is you want to give it some steam. That's what you want. You want to steam this a little bit. So I'm going to get it in the pan. Right here in the bottom of the pan. So I'm steaming that up a little bit. So I'll have you guys take a look. Oh, there we go. Perfect, right? So it's in the pan right now. I know I have other contents in there from the last one, but I'm leaving it right in the middle. And what you do is you have it like a bubble, like a half bubble on top. You don't want to put it in the pan this way, like this. And I can show you up close on that. So you don't want it in the pan like that. You want it in the pan like this for a little while. You want to get that heat to get right in the center. Soften that up. Amazing. Right? Makes sense? Chris? All right, so I got the air fryer going, right? I'm going to do this cabbage leaf one, but let me just start getting some other things going here. I'm going to cut a red bell pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of this in the raw one. So we're going to do raw ones where the inside is raw. And you can, once again, put that in a cabbage leaf that's not steamed. You can do the collard green that's not steamed if you want to be all raw, right? So I'm taking out that center right there. I don't care about a few seeds, so it's not something I worry about, right? Thin slices. Need thin slices on this for sure, because this is going in. This is going in those little spring rolls, and this is the raw version, so you want these small enough. You don't want these pieces big, right? Move that over. Just cutting them nice and thin right there, right? Let's get these pieces going. We're going to do raw carrot in there. That's next. So if you guys just came on here, we're making spring rolls. I got the air fryer running. I actually smell them right now. They're cooking in there really nice. No oil. The air fryer's incredible. It's linked there. And this is even linked too. Right there. I love this. So easy to use. Now, it's not a peeler. So that's not a peeler, right? So that's going to go in the raw one. Look at that. So I'm going to get these all on a plate. Going to get some carrots on here. Get some red bell pepper on there. I think this is coming out great. I'm excited. I'll give it a little bit more time. I got the cabbage leaf right here steaming up, so we'll do the cabbage leaf version. You're getting the peeler, Sharon? It's really great. I mean, it's so simple and it's so easy to use. Everybody should have one of these. I mean, seriously. It's really amazing and it's really easy to use. I love it. Makes life simple. All right, so let's put some other stuff in here. Look at this. Look what we have here. Got a cucumber. I cut the ends off, right? Check this out. I'll show you this too. Looks divine. I got that cabbage leaf steaming right now. So now I'm doing cucumber, julienne cucumber, right? I mean, basically you can make noodles. You can make cucumber noodles with this, right? So this is going to go inside the raw spring roll. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? So easy and so simple. Nice. Incredible. Let's put that on here too. So you got that cabbage leaf still steaming a little bit. You can put raw onion in this. You can put raw onion in as well, right? So let's do that. Wow. Those look incredible. So I want to take these out, you guys. Okay? I want to show you. They just might be just... Actually, yeah, those are crispy. Those are done. So I'll give you a little close-up on there. Look at that. What do you guys think? Is that incredible? These are nice and crispy. You can crisp them up even more, but that's pretty crispy right there, actually. Yeah, that's That's really coming out nice. You got to take them off carefully. They can stick on the bottom here a little bit, but you got to take them off carefully. But how does that look? Could run it for 1 more minute. Make them even a little bit more crispier. How great. Let's do cabbage one. So I got the cabbage one right there, right? So, actually we're going to use the cooked film. That's what we're doing here. Check this out, you guys. You can, this is going to shape in the way it's going to shape. Because obviously it's not as uniform. Putting black sesame seed in there. You could put a little bit of the Celtic sea salt in there too. You can put a little bit of that. So, I actually have it right here. Little touch of that in there if you want. Amazing. All right, so you can fill these up as much as you want to. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. Make it a little bit higher. Now, this is all about, like, you just do it the best you can. There you go. And that's the one without the brown rice wrap. Let me get that on here. We're going to put this in the fryer. So I'm going to put it right here, you guys. Take a look at that. So that's the cabbage one. I mean, you can make a ton of those, right? You can make a bunch of those. That's going in here in the air fryer. Give it a little bit of time. I'm going to cut an onion for the raw ones. And then we're going to make the sauces. Because that's what we have to do. We have to make the sauces. Right? So let's get the onion one. All right. Just nice and thin. Because these are the raw ones, right? If you have a thick piece of onion, it's not going to really work out. It has to be these little pieces. Right? So you want to go thin. You guys hit the follow button if you're on here and you're not following the Amazon Live Cooking Show. If you don't know who I am, medical medium, #1 New York Times bestselling author. Of the most popular health series in the world. So, right there, if you know the book, I just want to show you right up there. That's the Cleanse to Heal book. And we're doing the Cleanse to Heal morning cleanse challenge. All right, these are definitely done. That's as crispy as you want them right there. So I'll give you guys a little view up front. There you go. I'm going to let them cool down a little bit before I get them off the cage right there. Give those a minute to cool off. And I'm back to the cabbage one. Let's get that toasting up nice. You know how a lot of people, they're like, I'm going to change my life. It's going to be at the beginning of the year. Right? And then, right at the beginning of the year, and then they lose steam for some reason. And they're back to their old habits. That's okay. You can do it all over again. I'm starting February 1st. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? I'm starting February 1st. That's the next thing. It's like you can't do it then. February 15th. I'll start that. And it's okay. Because life does these things where Sometimes we can start just the way we want to, right on January 1st. Sometimes we need to start on January 15th. But you know what? The morning cleanse challenge coming up is a perfect opportunity. That's going to be fun to really get a jump start, right? Gonna cut up some radishes. Cutting off the ends. That's what I'm doing. And we're gonna, you want them in thin slices. That's what you want. Nice and thin. Because this is going in the raw spring roll. There we go. Look at that. I'm gonna put them right on the edge here. See if I can get them on here. One hit the floor. All right, so that's our setup right there. So let's get ready and make some raw ones right now. I think I'm gonna put some cilantro, fresh cilantro on here. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get some fresh cilantro. Look at this. You don't need a lot. Just gonna take some of this. Right. But you definitely want to cut it back. You want to cut it up pretty good, right? If you guys are interested in an air fryer, because so many friends I know, they're like, I need to get one someday, I need to get one someday. This is a great one, the one I have linked right there. Taking a look at the cabbage roll. Whoa, just keep that going for a little bit longer, that's incredible. All right. Let's make these. You know what's funny? I think I forgot the avocado, but I have it right here. So I'm excited, you guys. So I got an avocado right here. Now these avocados are a little ripe. They're definitely on the riper side. I had them sitting out for a long time. Let's see if I can get some avocado out of here. Nice, actually works out good. You can leave avocados out. You can keep them in, right? So you have the option. You can spoon it out too and put it in the roll, which is what I'm gonna do. All right, let's make these. Let's get it going. So I'm gonna use this rice paper right here. Okay, so that's the rice paper I'm using. You guys can check out the rice papers. The links are right there. Now I'm gonna double up on them. So we're going, I'm moistening them right now, dipping them in, and then you get them out. There we are. So let's get what we need to get in here. Let's get some filling going on. Show you guys, I'll bring it on over, okay? So what do we want to do here? Put a red bell pepper slice in here, right? Put a little bit of radish. Definitely some cucumber, right? Let's get a little bit of carrot. A little bit of that. But you don't want too much in here. It's going to get out of control, and then you're going to have yourself a burrito that won't roll up properly. You don't want to do that. Right? Let's see if that's what I did. Let's see if I made made it the right way here. There we go. So this is a raw one right there. See how that looks, you guys? Wait till you use it in the dipping sauce. I'm going to put it on a plate back here. Get another one going. Okay. This is just about ready. I'm going to take it out. This is the cabbage one, right? With the cooked filling right there. I'll give you guys a close-up right there. There's the cabbage leaf. So that's the one. It's toasty. It's nice and toasty. It's shaped just right, right? You can put it on for 350, 375 in the air fryer. I put it on 400, but it's definitely hot and toasty, so it's got the filling in there. That's really good. Just going to shut that off for a second there. All right, so let's make another one of these raw ones. We're going to get some cucumber in here. Let's get a little bit of carrot, a little more cucumber. So refreshing when it's the raw ones and you got the cucumber in there. Let's do a little avocado in this one, right? A little cilantro again. Yeah. And let's get a little bit of avocado in there. Look at that. You can do the black sesame seeds in here. Why not? Okay. And we're going to close this up. There you go. That's another beautiful one. Look at that. You can take the avocado out. You can leave the avocado in. You got all the different versions you can do. How great is that? Right? Let's keep on making a couple more of these raw ones, and then we're going to do a sauce. Guys, what do you think this looks like? Does it look good so far? I know I just showed you them, but take a look. Got two right here. And I got the cooked ones. Those are the, right? So let me get this filling in real quick and I'll show you if you haven't, if you just came on here, technique I'm using. Looking good, you guys? Perfect. Hit the follow button if you just came on, so you can catch all these shows. Right? There's another one. This one's just getting a little out of control, but it's actually working out nice. There we go. Look at that. It's going on the plate. So what I do, you guys, is I take this pie plate right here. Okay, I put some water in there, and I'll show you how I do the rice paper, right? I'll take 2 sheets of rice paper. This one's a little fractured, but that's okay. And I'll put 2 together. Make sure it's moist all around, every part of it. There we go. If you let it sit in there too long, it's just going to get gooey. It's just going to be gooey and then cause a problem. So let's put some red bell pepper. Once again, I'm going to put avocado in here again. Put some cilantro. A little bit of onion. Put a little bit of radish in here. Right? And then let's get some avocado back in here too. Scoop out a thin slice of avocado. Wow, it's so good with that avocado in there. You got friends coming over, they're just gonna be like, why is this so good? Throw some black sesame seeds on top. Like, how is this good? Roll that up. So these are the raw ones, right? But I get it. The brown rice paper's not raw, but you have a raw filling. Okay, you can do the cabbage leaf. You can do a raw cabbage leaf if you want. How about that? Just do a raw cabbage leaf. What's wrong with that? You can do, raw cabbage leaf. Why not? Moisten this up. All right. You want to get the other one in there as fast as you can. If one's moist before the other one and the other one the other one's harder than the other one, they're just not doing, the timing isn't right. So you want to get there as fast as you can on those. You don't want to spend too long trying to moisten one and then the other one doesn't get in there, because that's how you get in trouble. We'll do a little bit more red bell pepper, which tends to taste really good in these, I gotta say. Right? Some more onion. Cucumber. Kind of like cucumber noodles, right? We julienned them. You guys saw that? I used this right here. I made this. The link is right there too, so you'll see. Okay? A little more cilantro. And I forgot the carrots. How do you like that? Do a little bit more avocado. This one here got a little big. So this one's a little bigger. Did AW have a restaurant? And I was chefing? Is that what it is? There we go. I'm going to take this carrot out right there. Look at that one right there. Amazing. This is the perfect time of year to start fresh, right? It's the perfect time of year to just be like, hey, I'm going to change my life. I want to change my life. This is the perfect time. I want to do something for my health. Especially with all the bugs going around. Everybody's sick. That's all I hear. You guys can rewatch this if you just got here. I'm going to post this Amazon Live. Everybody's so sick out there. Everybody's blowing their nose. Everybody's coughing. Everybody's got sinuses dripping. Everybody's got a little bit of a fever. It's crazy, actually. Everybody's got something going on. So it's a good time to do the morning cleanse. So check that out when you can. Right? The morning cleanse challenge. It's a good time to get the good foods in you. Right? I don't think a pizza is a great idea. Right? It's like, I get it. People just love pizza, right? But you can do some cool things and eat so healthy. So I'm just going to put some seeds on here. And we're going to make some sauce. So let's roll this up. Like this. And this. Let's do a little roll right here. There you go. Putting on a plate. We're going to make a sauce now. Let me show you guys. There we are. So that's the raw ones. If you guys just came on here, we're making some incredible food, really. That's the ones toasted in the air fryer. They're just mind-blowing. I mean, insane, really, right? I'm going to cut one in half. I'm going to cut one of each in half. So let's do that. Let's cut this one here. That was air fried. All right, so let's do that. We got the air fryer one right here. There we go. Look at that. Let's do a little. What you want to do is you want to go this way, right? You want to kind of saw a little bit. If you just crunch down on it, you're gonna kind of mess it up. But that's it right there. So that's the cooked one right there. Look at that. So good. I mean, I'm doing everything I can to hold myself back from not gobbling these down. Because literally I will just gobble them down like crazy. let's cut this one open here. So this is a raw one, right? That's a raw one. We're gonna cut this one, okay? This one, you might wanna have to just do that way. You're just gonna have to push down on the knife on that one, right? There you go. That's the raw one. I mean, the dipping sauces we're gonna make, we're gonna do that now, right? I want to scoff that down, big time. That's what I want to do. And wait a minute, I forgot, you guys. Let's cut open the cabbage one. You know, when we're done with the show, I'm going to tank these. AW is just going to tank them. Look at that. Incredible. So you don't have to worry about the brown rice or the rice paper. Yeah, you see? So good. Put that over here. All right, so let's make a sauce. Let's go. We need a 1/4 cup of tahini. It's going in here, in the blender, right? Actually, we're going to put a 1/4 cup of tahini in this bowl right here. That's what we're going to do. There we go. Got a 1/4 cup of tahini in there. Amazing. All right, let's get some lime juice now in here, okay? Make some room. Let's get some lime juice going on. Look at that. So you need a decent amount of lime juice. 2.5 tablespoons of lime juice. So I'm just going to squeeze these in. You know, the lime and tahini, that's a whole nother experience, you guys. You want some lime tips? I mean, I got all kinds. Do you see the lemon tip I did? On one of those shows? One of the last shows? You should check out all those shows. Get a little bit more lime juice in here. Lemons with rust color, no good? Depends on what you mean. Is it a rotten lemon or is it just rust color? Green, I'll give you a lime tip, okay? That's not a ripe lime right there. Take a look. That's not a ripe lime. That one? That's not ripe. Especially this one. Wait, especially this one too. Those aren't ripe. They're just starting to, right? That's a ripe lime right there. That's not a lemon. That's a lime. When they're ripe, that's when they're good. Limes that aren't ripe, terrible. You get more juice out of a ripe lime. There you go. We got our lime juice in here. Let's keep on making this sauce. We're going to do some maple syrup. So you guys know I'm like a connoisseur of maple syrup. A lot of people, it's just alcohol. They got all their fine wines, like they're drinking their fine wines. Like wines that are just like, this wine is so good. They're always doing that. They're like, this wine is dry. Let me have a little, you smell that? I'm a wine expert. Yes, this wine is, I can't fool around. I gotta just keep on going, you guys. So we're gonna do a little bit of maple syrup in here. So 1.5 tablespoons of maple syrup is what we want to do. One and a half tablespoons of some maple syrup. So I kind of deem myself as not an expert at maple syrup, but kind of like a connoisseur. I'm like, yeah, that one's so much better. Maple syrup snob. All right, guys, let's do a little bit of ginger. Finely grate it. So I got this garlic press. I put ginger in here too. So that's the garlic press I use. The link is right there. Right. You can put a garlic clove in there. I mean, for the sauce right now, I'm popping some ginger in there. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll peel back the ginger a little bit before I put it in there, and I'll just give it a squeeze. Ginger's not like garlic, where the garlic will really get pushed through that easy. Let's see what we got. There we go. There we go. Nice. All the juice comes out. Look at that. And then you scrape that off right there. Check that out. That goes in. Wow. Amazing. So we got our ginger in. So we need some spices too, right? So we'll add a little bit of water as well. Let's get some spices in there. Let's get some cumin in there. Right? A little bit of that. Let's get a garlic clove in here too. So where's my garlic? There we go. So I'm just peeling this garlic back, try not to make too much of a mess. There we go. I got a clove. If you're going to do that trick, I don't recommend doing that trick, but if you're going to do that trick where you pound on the knife, don't have the knife that way. Don't have it pointing into you. Like, I'll show you right here. Don't have the blade pointing to you. Don't have it going that direction. You want to pounce on garlic? You have to have the blade going out. That is really important. I'm just letting you know. That's how you can be way safer when you're doing it that way. Let's mince some garlic in this dipping sauce. There we go. Love the mincers. Makes life easy. If you guys just came on here, we're making these killer spring rolls, right? We're making a sauce right now. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So we got some, look, let's do some cilantro. We'll do a little bit of ground cilantro. A little bit of ground cilantro in there. Nice. And some cayenne pepper. I like it hot. I don't know about you guys, but I like it hot. So I'm going to put a little cayenne pepper in there. But if they're too hot, then it kind of ruins it, right? There's this level of heat that you're trying to do, this level of heat. But you don't want to go crazy where now it's off the charts, because then we're in trouble. You can do a little sea salt in here or coconut amino acids right there. See, the reason why I like the coconut amino acids is because if someone is going to have soy sauce anyway, if they're going to have some type of soy sauce of any kind, right? It's coconut aminos is what it is. But if they're going to have some kind of soy sauce, I always say then do this one right here. Yeah. I mean, because they're, if they're not going to have some kind of soy sauce, if they're, if they're not going to, just put a little Celtic sea salt in there, right? So you can do that. So I'm going to put a little sea salt in here. There we go. You can put a little black pepper in there to taste. It's okay too. Put a little black pepper in there. Everybody's got a different taste. All right. So I'd say we mix this up. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to use a fork to mix it up. With a whisk. You can use a whisk. I have one. All right. So just clean this off a little bit. There you go. Let's get some veggie rolls out here. There we go. So I got the veggie rolls. Look at that, you guys. These are the raw ones right here. Okay? And that is the dipping sauce. Just whisking it. You pour it in a bowl. So good. So that's the dipping sauce right there. Okay. You can make it, you know, a little creamier, a little bit. Right here, here's the raw one right there. So you just dip it in and you can take a bite. Right in that sauce. There you go. You can see it there. Nice. No, that's insane. We still got more to do. We still got to make another sauce is what we have to do. Okay? So let's do it. You can use the cabbage one in that one too. Right? It's really good. So I got the coconut aminos, right? There we go. And here's another thing you can do. You can put the coconut aminos right in here as a dipping sauce, but you can flavor that, right? Instead of the soy sauce, you can flavor that. You could put spices in there. You can just have it plain like that too. There's nothing wrong with that as well. And then you can dip that in there just like this. I'll show you what it looks like so you got a close-up on there. So, right there. You can soak that up. I mean, it's insanely good. That's all I can say. Like, insanely good. Okay? So I want to give that you guys a little picture on that one there. So let's make another sauce right now. We'll do that. This is the Thai chili sauce, which I'm really excited to make. So I'm going to do a cup of cherry tomatoes. I'm just looking for them. Here they are. Right? Do a cup of cherry tomatoes. There we go. We're going to do some sun-dried tomatoes in there too. Right? So I'm going to put some sun-dried tomatoes. About a quarter cup. What I did was I softened them, and I'll show you guys. Take a look. Softened them in the water. So do about a quarter cup of that right there. All right. We're making this delicious. We're going to put 1 clove of garlic in here too. If you're somebody that you can't handle the garlic, it's too much, don't put it in. That's all. Don't put the garlic in. How about that? Just don't put it in if that's the case, right? You can get that in there. Nice clove of garlic. You can shape it to the way you want it, right? And then we're going to do some lemon juice. Got a lemon. So we're making dipping sauces if you just got on here. Yeah, the Thai chili sauce, it's insane. Putting some lemon in here too. So we got the sun-dried tomatoes, we got the cherry tomatoes. You guys are seeing how I'm doing this. Right? Getting the lemon in there. I need a little bit more lemon, so I'm going to grab this one here. And I'm going to do some orange. There we go. Let's do some oranges. Yeah, another orange right here. This sauce is really incredible. Can't wait for you guys to try it. And I'm going to put a cup of water in here. No, I'm not. I'm not going to. It's to replace water. I like doing orange to replace water. Amazing. Yeah. Do a little bit of honey. It's the honey I have linked right there too. Let's get a little bit of honey in here, which would be really good. All right. And you can do some hot pepper. I got some hot pepper flakes right here. You can do some hot pepper flakes. Keep in mind, it gets hot quick when you put a little too much in there. Always know that. Like, I can't tell you how many times you make it too hot. Like, you can make it too hot, and then you have to add everything back in and make a bigger batch, bigger batch. That's usually what happens. I'm going to blend this. You can do a dry chili, too. How about that? Let's do a dry chili. Let me look for it. Aha. Got a dry chili right here. But that's a really hot chili. I'll put a piece of dried chili in there. Just a section. This is a really hot one right there. Okay. All right. Let's give it a little bit. All right. Let's go. This blender's linked too. It's my favorite blender. It doesn't airlock so much. In my opinion, yeah. The other blenders airlock. And this one right here, it's like changing. Anybody who lives with a blender, what I mean by that, you're making your smoothies every day, you're living your life by the blender, meaning you're living your life by like the blender's law. And so it's like you're stuck with the blender, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. What I like about this one is it changed the rules. It doesn't airlock so much. Hardly at all. I don't even think it's ever airlocked on the oven. Right there, Thai chili sauce, you guys. Incredible. It smells insane. Get a little close up on that. Get the rest of it in there. This is fat-free. That's fat-free. There isn't all this oil in there. There isn't all this grease in there. There isn't any kind of, like, there's not nut butter in there. There isn't any kind of, like, it's incredible. So let's go. Let's take a look. See what we got. We got these right here. I'll give you a close-up on this, right? You got the cabbage one, if you don't want the rice paper. I cook that in the air fryer. You got these right here in the brown rice. Really incredible. Let me slice that one open. It's so good. And you dip it in the sauce like this. Like that. Just gonna take a bite. Okay. That's insane. Like, is that okay? Sure there isn't something crazy in here? Because that's incredible. They look so good, right? Recipes at medicalmedium.com if you want to know the recipe. Let me get the raw ones out. So good. That's a cooked one right there, meaning air fried. Air fried ones are there. Here's the raw ones. That's a cabbage one. I got to move that one off. And these are the raw ones. And these go in the dipping sauce too. So good. Right here, you guys. And then you got these. I'll show you a close-up of both. What do you think? You got the cabbage one. You see that? Got the raw ones right here. Got the air fryer ones right there. And then you got the sauces. The killer sauces. So you guys, if you don't have the book, you might want to have it, okay? Medical Medium Morning Cleanse Challenge is coming up. Make sure you have a copy of the book right there. The link is right there. So you can check it out, okay? Sign up to my newsletter at medicalmedium.com so you know what I'm doing. You know when the cleanse challenge is going to happen, all of that, okay? And that book has helped so many people. It's unbelievable what it has done for the lives of so many. And being that it's a new year and we want to get our health in the right place, and there's protocols in here for cold and flu. There's protocols in here for cold and flu. You name it, it's in here. And people who live by this information swear it has helped them in so many ways. I'm going live later on today. I'm letting you know, okay, on all the other platforms. It's probably going to be in a couple of hours. So look out to when I go live. And we're going to have some fun. You guys follow me here on Amazon Live if you can, the Medical Medium Cooking Show. I'm going to be live on YouTube later, Facebook, of course, IG, right? TikTok, all of that later too. So, and Rumble, going to be live on all of those platforms later. You guys, it looks amazing, right? Check out that air fryer if you get a chance, because it's life-changing for me, because I like to air fry, because I know it's not oil. I know it's not bad on that level. I make a lot of French fries for family. I make a lot of French fries for friends. And ketchup, incredible ketchup, right? The Medical Medium ketchup recipe. Anyway, guys, I love you guys much. Happy New Year. This has been incredible. I had a great time. I'll see you later, too. Amazon.